Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to, I really don't know. I think Tuesday. So I've been catching up on vlogs and stuff all day. We went to Costco, we went to Ralph's, and in the midst of all the craziness, spring is starting to feel like it's here. For starters, we can see, I think it's wisteria. It's beautiful, it smells really good. That's starting to creep in. We're getting a beautiful sunset. It's 6:44 p.m. right now, and there's still plenty of daylight left. The birds are chirping, the skies are blue, and the rain seems to be done. So that's all good news. If the rains are done, that means we can uncover the furniture again and put things back to normal out here. Not quite sure what's up for dinner yet. We went to Costco and we got some more meat, so there might be some meat porn coming up in the vlog. I don't know. I'm just listening to news and whatnot online. It's 60 out here, which is a little bit cool. Too cool to sit outside on the computer because I'm a baby now, but it is still March. So I just thought I'd get a clip out here before the sun sets. It's just beautiful. And green. Look at that.
The link in the description below. But
meat porn.
Hotel room. This is called the Empathy Suite. And it's basically
look at that meat porn.
Two-story mansion
Peanut.
in the sky.
Good afternoon. So we did have a little bit of meat porn, as I promised. More sirloins from Costco. We did a grocery run this afternoon. Out of this world, fantastic. Half the price of the filet, and in my opinion, better. So we did some Netflix, we did some email today. We did go up to the shop. I returned the Camry. The M5 is back. I'm still playing with the Valentine 1 Gen 2. Initial impressions, and we're talking about less than 50 miles of driving here, so don't take a lot of weight to this. I've been a Valentine 1, you know, it's 1.86 is the hardware level. The latest version of the V1. I've been using the latest version of the V1 since 2013. And I've probably driven 50,000 miles with it across the country several times. I like to think that I know the product fairly well. More recently, here in California, I have disabled X-band and I have disabled K-band. And I didn't want to disable K-band because there's still some small local municipalities that will shoot in K. But I mean, less than 0.1% of my K-band reports were actually malicious K-band signals, and it didn't make sense. It was rendering the detector, or at least the K-band detections, useless. So I disabled K. Okay. Now, with the original V1, the old V1, I would get maybe 5 false lasers a week at most. At most, and it would just be a random 2 seconds worth of full strength laser, and then it would be gone for a couple days. And I would just kind of learn to ignore that. If I wasn't on a highway, if I weren't on a highway, I would just ignore that. If I were driving on a highway and maybe going over a crest and I'm over the speed limit, then yeah, I would slow down. Sometimes it would pay off, and there's the CHP sitting on a motorcycle pointing a gun at me, a laser gun. So now with the V1 Gen 2, I have not adjusted any settings yet. It's totally stock factory out of the box. It does ship in advanced logic mode, that is it. And I'm noticing a lot of X-band, which is no problem because I'll just disable that. The K-band filtering is way better, but there's still a lot of K-band, so I'm just going to turn that off again. The problem I have with it so far is that I'm getting a ton of false laser. Like yesterday, the first day I drove with it, let's say I drove 20 minutes, I had 3 minutes of that 20-minute drive, maybe 4 minutes of laser on full strength, just randomly pulling in the neighborhood, backing in the driveway, laser, 30 seconds of laser. I don't get it. My auto lights, I turned those off, I turned the auto wipers off. It's a nice day. Yes, the sun was out, so maybe it's detecting gamma ray bursts from our sun, I don't know. But there's a lot of false laser. And that's kind of discouraging to me because I need to rely on laser for accuracy. I drive a lot on California highways and the CHP uses laser. So I'm going to work with it. I'm going to play with some settings. I know it's new. I'm an early adopter. These are some of the pains of being an early adopter. There'll be software updates soon. But that's where we are so far. Otherwise, I love the display. The display is better. The detection accuracy and, well, I don't know about accuracy yet. The range is better. But here's my thing with range. Like the old V1 would go 2 or 3 miles. I don't need to know more than that, and I think it's so unfair that reviewers are using range to judge which is better between the R7 and the 360 and the V1 G2, and It doesn't make sense to me. Why does it matter if we can detect radar at 4 miles versus 3 miles? It doesn't matter. As long as it's less than a mile, line of sight's not more than a mile, range is irrelevant, right? Like, am I wrong? Am I missing something? Joe, let me know if I'm missing something here. I just think range, once it's over a mile, it doesn't matter. It's like, once you're worth 50 billion, what's being worth 70 billion? Does it matter anymore? Like, what singular object in the universe costs more than $50 billion that we have to rate being worth 70 million is better than being worth 50 million? It doesn't make sense to me. I digress. I'm going to sleep and rest, and I will talk to you on Wednesday or Thursday, whatever tomorrow is. I don't really know. Days don't matter anymore. There's weekdays and there's weekend days, and today was a weekday. I'll talk to you on another one of those. Good night.